Hey everybody, I'm just going to put some word in on things today and just a little update video. I am a little bit sick, so I might sound a little funny. Starting off with the Bone Sword stuff. What's going on with Bone Sword? Well, behind the scenes, there's quite a lot of stuff going on right now. We've got the new game, and we've got the revamp. The revamp, it's really just something I wanted to do. Vini's going to help as well, of course, but just making the game better, more like what it was supposed to be. But when I was younger, I couldn't do that. I sucked. I didn't know what I was doing. So the revamp is not necessarily new stuff, but there will be some new things. The new game, on the other hand, is not really all that related to the first game. It's just something that a handful of people and I wanted to put together. We wanted to try to create something really cool and something that appeals to people who don't like Roblox. We've got a lot of people working on this one, so we're going to do our best, try to keep it in the background for a while so that we can make it good. Because I feel like if we build up hype and say, oh, this game's going to be so great, well, I don't want to have to live up to something. I just want to make something cool, and it's not like a big money production, even though there is a budget. I'm just going to bring this up because I know someone's going to ask. People ask me this all the time. Our Game Pass is going to transfer to the new version. Well, the revamp, of course. That stuff's not really going to change that much. The new game, no, it's not the same game at all. It's a completely different game. You wouldn't even be able to tell that it's Bone Sword. What is the status of the update? I'm not the one making the update. It's the contributors. We're making the revamp. The contributors, I think it's down to one person now. They're making this update all by themselves. I've been told it's over 70% done. We'll find out. Sit tight, everybody. I'm not going to walk away from this. I'm not going to let it die. At some point, I will have everything ready. And we're going to make sure that this game continues to live on. So the next question is everyone's favorite question. When's the update going to come out? Well, it's hard to say. I have a lot of things I'm doing right now, not just Bone Sword. I can't give you a day or time or anything like that because it's out of my hands. But the revamp is, it's pretty close. Like, it's going to be a while. But it's not going to be another 6 months. The next question is, what is the new game? Like I said, I'm trying to keep that a secret because I think if we release kind of as a surprise eventually, rather than get people all excited and let that die down, I think it's just nicer for people to be able to play it when they know about it. So I'm not going to tell you exactly what it is, but it's cool. Like, we've got a bunch of people pouring their hearts into it. It's nothing like anything any of us have ever worked on. So yeah, that's all I can really say about it. I wish I could show you stuff, but it's just I don't want to ruin the surprise. It's too cool. We're putting so much love into it. Sorry about all the cuts in this video, by the way. Like I said, I'm sick, I'm coughing and stuff. I don't have all the answers pre-calculated in my brain. So, gotta do what you gotta do. Next question is, what happened to Bone Sword 2? Well, nothing. We were just amateurs when we made that game. It used to be called The Legend of the Bone Sword Remastered, because that's what it was trying to be. Like, it was just a better version of the game, but it kind of sucks. But it sucks for tricky reasons that you have to make a lot of games to understand. Just consider that game a stepping stone in our game development learning process, in our experience. That game's not coming back. That game's long gone. Moving on to Starplex. What happened to the Discord server? I nuked it. I know there were a lot of people in there. I think it had 6,000 members. but it wasn't supposed to be for Bone Sword. When I let people from Bone Sword in there, it just became a mess. Because Starplex people and Bone Sword people, they like two different things. They fought a lot. So I kind of closed it up like an oven and let it cook and burn. It was pretty cool. It was all live streamed actually. We do have a Discord server for Bone Sword now. So that problem's solved. But yeah, Starplex is for other games Vinny and I make, like Plush Wars. So if we do make Discord servers for some reason, then it's going to be like Plush Wars Discord server, not Starplex. What is the announcement? So if you go in Starplex, if you still have a way in there through some means, then you'll see that the only channel is the announcement. And it says, stay tuned for the announcement. I mean, it's related to Bone Sword. That's all I'll say. I don't know what to do with that server anymore because I basically deleted it, but it's still there. So I'm just kind of using it as a place for me to make an announcement. There is an announcement though. It's not some joke. Related, what is going on with Plush Wars? So Plush Wars is interesting. Let me show you this. We got this guy right here. Yeah. This is Teddy. He's the Plush Wars flagship character. He's made of like cardboard box for a box fan. Very boxy character. So, as is right now, Plush Wars is probably just gonna die. I mean, I don't really know. We can't update it because the code is so god awful, so unusable. Like, we really rushed to make that game. It sucks, even though it's kind of fun. Crap. So yeah, Plush Wars, it's probably not gonna do very well from here on out. But yeah, the way we feel about it, we want to make a new game. We want to make Plush Wars 2 because Plush Wars 1, it was rushed. It didn't live up to what we wanted it to be. And it turned out we had a lot of flaws with the game. And we would love to fix them. But they're so fundamental and so, like, the code is so hard to work with that there's no way we'll get to fix it. We didn't consider that it gets old really quickly. And we didn't look for ways to fix that. We didn't really design the game to be fun. And I think that was our biggest mistake. But yeah, anyway, the thing I wanted to bring up about Plush Wars is that we want to make Plush Wars 2. So someday, I wish we could do it today, but I got priorities. We want to have a new game based on that world, just more fun. That's where we want the focus to be. Just fully on this game's fun, mini game, round-based game style. Just hop in and play something. Final Starplex thing. What's going on with Super Speedrun? Super Speedrun is a cool game. It is the most underhanded title for a game I've ever had. I don't remember if it was me or Vinny who came up with that title, but it was so... I think it was actually Vinny. It's like saying that we're the ultimate speedrun game on Roblox because there's a bunch of them. And not to have a big head, but I think that one's better than Speedrun 4. It's a cool game. We really like working on it. It's just not done, and it's not really working fully. Vinny and I are not working on it right now, but we plan to, and we're going to have a focus on the level editor. There's only so much fun you can have with the levels that we make, and we don't love making levels constant. We're not going to make like 1,000 levels. So if we give you the tools that we spent so much time working on, maybe you could have fun with that too. It's pretty neat, although I think the level browser and the level editor need a lot of work before they're really nice, streamlined fun. Alright, other games. What happened to Massacre Miners? Well, I mean, that was late 2019. I was still quite early in learning how to do this stuff properly. There was a game Vinny and I and Vinny's friend wanted to make just because we liked mining games and we wanted to try one for ourselves. We did try making a ton of those games in the past, but Massacre Miners was the first one that actually crossed the finish line. That game was completed, the game's done. But it sucks code-wise. Like, it is such a mess in the code because I guess we just weren't very competent at the time. So what ended up happening was that game broke, and it's beyond repair. Like, it's at the point where it would be much easier for us to just remake the game from scratch. We're definitely not going to update it. Guarantee that. What happened to send memes to your enemies to destroy them, Tycoon? Well, the game's done. If only you guys knew the real reason we made that game. You'll find out when Bone Sword stuff comes out. I guess I'll talk about that then. That game's a complete joke. It was just to make us laugh. Spent like 10 days on it. I poured my freaking blood, sweat, and tears into that game to make sure that it succeeded. As far as I'm aware, that game was a complete success. But yeah, we're definitely not going back to that one. The game's done. So this is the last game-related question. What is Defend Your Christmas Tree? That project, I don't really remember how it came to be, but I just remember that my friend Rick and I were like, we want to make a seasonal game. I don't know, maybe it'll get some attention. It did not. It got nothing. But to be fair, we didn't push it at all. So this year, we're going to come back and try to update it, make it better. It's just fun to have a little Christmas game. I don't think we even added any game passes or anything to buy. So it's just a straight up game. I don't know. So yeah, I expect more stuff from that this year. I'm going to go back and update it, try to make it more fun. So, that's everything. The last thing I want to talk about is what I'm doing right now. It's a real shame that this video turned into like a classic YouTuber update video. I don't like this quick cut stuff. I wish I could do it in one take, but the phlegm in my throat's not going to allow that. Right now, I'm thinking about finishing a couple games that I'm not going to talk about because they're money games. That's all that is. Other than that, I would really like to get going on the revamp, the Bone Sword revamp, and the new Bone Sword game. That's really all I want to be doing for a while. I know there's these other games like the mining game, but that game is just for fun. I also have another game I haven't even started to talk about because I don't know if that's going to get off the ground. That stuff I don't typically make public, although I guess I did with the mining game. I just, like what I'm doing right now, I'm working on stuff in the background. If you see a video, it's like, official trailer for Bone Sword revamp. Well, that means I got to the finish line. Not everything does. Sometimes for the best, sometimes for the worst. But I'm having fun. I'm having a good time. I'm doing the work of my dreams. It's meeting people. RDC sucked, by the way, because I was virtual. I didn't get to go in person. Maybe next year. I'm making music too. I got this giant keyboard. Big old boy right here. I know this freaking RGB computer. Look at that. It's so bright. It's completely overexposed. Clipping the camera. But yeah, we got this keyboard. I might make a video on playing one of my songs, because I've been practicing. Let's just go here, does it? Well, that's it. I'll see you all another time!